Salutations, my fellow dandies. It's me, Jack Dandy, and we're back in Final Fantasy XIV because, well, not because for any reason really. It's just I've skipped the last 2 weeks of Final Fantasy XIV, and I was like, I have to play it today, so we're playing it today, come hell or high water. I'm actually not that bad today, just a bit tired, but I'm always tired. So that's I'm kind of like Hulk, but with exhaustion. Well, more like fatigue, I suppose. Yeah, it's Christmas-ish. The Starlight, what's it called? Starlight Celebration, as they call it in Final Fantasy XIV, started today. The event went live today, and I can get myself a Santa costume from this lady who I have been standing behind for about the last hour because I was waiting for. I was still a bit blocked up. I'm all right now, but I was waiting for my allergy medicine to kick in because I'm such a cool dude. That's what I do with my own time. Just sit around waiting for allergy medicine to kick in so I can breathe. Oh yeah. And I can now do that. So we'll do the Starlight Celebration, and then we'll crack on with Endwalker. I think we might actually get to the first dungeon of Endwalker today, depending on how long the Starlight Celebration is. But yeah, salutations to you, Briar. We were talking about the Game Awards in the chat before the stream started, and about how Sam Lake looked so happy doing the Herald of Darkness song at the Game Awards. He's such a happy man. I'm so happy that Alan Wake won as many awards as it did, because Sam Lake seems like such a nice guy, and yeah, I'm happy that good things happen for him. It's a shame that Alan Wake hasn't sold very well. Apparently it's sub 1 million copies, but they didn't do a physical release, which is apparently, well, that's what some people are claiming is the reason, but I mean, Alan Wake is just a quite niche game, so. Oh god. I forgot. I turned all these people off, so I forgot. Oh hey! There's my voice trust. I wonder how long he's been. Oh, I wonder how long he's been sat there waiting for me. I signed in a while ago. I think I signed in about 9 o'clock, I want to say. To set up the thumbnail. So I wonder how long Citralis has been sat there waiting for me to do something. He's not in chat yet, so. There he is! He's alive! Hang on, let me greet Citralis. I shall greet him in the traditional manner. By, hang on. Eating pizza at him. Alright, well, hopefully this Citralis has been activated. He will show up in chat in a second. But yeah, let's go do the Starlight Celebration. We'll speak to this bearded lady. Oh, it's literally just one thing. We get the whole set. Nice. I wonder. I don't think I can do a woman pretending to be Santa voice. I struggle with women voices, but if it isn't my favourite adventurer, you do remember me, don't you? Perhaps I should remove my beard. Oh, it's you! Garanji! Much better. Starlight Celebrant, Garanji at your service. I am ever so pleased to meet you during this most sacrosanct of seasons. In commemoration of the Ishgardian knights who once sheltered needy orphans from the cold, we strive to deliver joy and comfort to all younglings each Starlight celebrations. Hey, salutations, Citralis. Good to see you. I was saying, Apologies, you've been sat there for a while waiting for me to do something. I've been waiting for my anti-allergy medicine to kick in, but I was just like, oh, there's a try. Let me see if I can activate him, and then here you are. So it obviously worked. Duly a chai for Miss Claus. I should make a good Mrs. Claus. Sadly, she's trapped in an alternate universe. Well, world, universe, dimension, whatever you want to call it. I'm playing too many dwarven games. She's looking sick with her beard. Yeah, I think you have. I prefer the cat girl look. This year we pay particular tribute to the figure at the heart of Starlight legend, the snowy bearded captain dubbed the Saint of Nimia. As you can see, we have commissioned replicas of his red coat and fluffy white beard. How better to delight the children than by distributing presents as the saint himself, after all? So, I can't remember if Godbert actually wears clothes during the Starlight celebration. It's been a year, I've forgotten what he wears. So far, we have been successful in spreading Starlight cheer, however. It seems there is a particular youngling who finds our felicitous festivities distressing. Were I free to wander, I would reach out to them myself and provide what aid I could. Alas, my duties as celebrant require my attendance here. Might you assist this child in my stead? I am sure they would welcome the insights of an adventurer such as yourself. Yeah, I got nothing else to do. I am most grateful. Let me summon the young lady who first brought this matter to my attention. Duly Chai is trapped and must mount a rescue for our big beautiful cat queen. Well, she's not so much trapped as she just lives there. She's just in a different world. I don't even know if they celebrate Christmas or Starlight celebration in the first. Hello, my name is Soline. Nice to meet you, mister. Nod. I am Mister, yes. As I told Miss Garangi, I've seen a boy round here who... Oh look, there he is over there. Let's all point at him. So he feels self-conscious. Point and look at him. And we'll talk in raised voices. Yes, there we go, we've spooked him. Excellent. I guess he didn't come to play this time either. The boy's been watching the stage from a distance ever since preparations began. At first I thought he must be excited about the Starlight celebration, but he always looks so sad. That's why I thought I'd try inviting him to play. When I called out to him, he just ran away. Comforting others when they are troubled is a very kind thing to do. You did well to try, Soline. I just think nobody should be alone during the Starlight celebration. He keeps coming back, so I'm sure there's something he's worried about. Maybe he's too shy to ask for a present. Or maybe he's trying to steal something and he's looking for a window of opportunity, not an actual window. We're outside. This is a gazebo. Either way, I'm worried about him. Would you help me make sure he's okay, mister? I'm glad they expanded the Warrior of Light's repertoire from nodding to fist punching and occasionally chest bumping as different ways for him to communicate yes. He is still just a yes man, but he has variety now. Then I'll leave this matter in your capable hands. I believe the boy ran off towards the Whistling Miller. Perhaps someone there knows more about him. Let's ask around. Please tell me if you learn anything, and I'll be sure to do the same. Oh, I like this one. The thing is, I don't think the Santa costume is actually better than my... I like this one. I mean, I'll wear it because it's new, but I think I'll still keep this one as my... Ah! I know this one, that's the Nightmare Before Christmas. I can't listen to that for too long or I'll get a copyright strike, but... which has happened before with FF14 performances. It's open air because he has no witnesses. I thought to get windows, yes. So it's like one of those cartoons where the house gets exploded and the door remains, and they're like, "Oh, I can't get in. The door's locked." 50 Shades of Yes. This is it. It's like by the time Final Fantasy XIV shuts down, the Warrior of Light's going to have so many different ways of saying yes. I still have my little bean friend. I mean, I do have a Christmas minion. I don't know if that's more. I can't remember what the Christmas minion is. Again, it's been a year. What was the I've got a couple of Christmas minions. I got my Squirrel Emperor, and I got my Bomboko. And I think I had I'm sure I had another minion. What was last year's minion? It was... Or maybe it was a mount. Oh no, it was this thing. Oh no, that was the Hatchling Bunny. That was a different event. Oh look at my little squirrel out. This is my Christmas squirrel. He's thematically appropriate. Look at him, he's delightful. He flies on my shoulder. Ah, boy always comes to stare at the decorations. I know him. I mean, I've seen him around before. I don't know his name. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Okay, bye. Oh, you must mean Tenny. I heard he moved here from Eldar recently. Can't tell you much more than that. He makes a point of keeping to himself. Do I want to talk to all of these? Nope. Like I said, I didn't think those looked like the right quest marker. Oh boy, yes, ran straight past me towards the Great Lone Growery. What's that? That's over here. Did you learn anything? Not a huge amount, honestly, but... So his name is Teddy. Oh, I did learn his name. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go to the Great Lone Growery. Bye! Oh. Wait, do I need to go that far? Where am I going? Oh, it's over... I couldn't see the marker. It's over the box. I just forget how loud this game is sometimes. It's just... There was a Lalafell wearing a Christmas gear running behind you, and I thought it was your minion for a second because of the size difference. I thought, oh, how do I get that little Santa minion? I realised, oh, it's a different player. Oh, who are you? Some kind of adventurer? Nod. He is. And my name is Soline. You were at Minketo's amphitheatre earlier, weren't you? Would you like to go and join the Starlight celebration with me? My friends will be there too, so we can all play together. Your friends... They're really nice. Do you not want to? It's not that. It's a long story. I have time. We just moved here for my father's job. I know there's no point in moping about it, but I really, really miss my 3 friends back in Eldar. I had more than that, but I only missed 3 of them. During Starlight, we'd show each other what toys we got, and eat too many sweets, and find all the best decorations in the city. We'd have so much fun, and each time we'd promise to play together the next year, but now... You're all the way in Gridania. I used to love the Starlight celebration. But now all I can think about is leaving my friends behind and betraying our promise. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings by asking you to play. Yeah, you inconsiderate fool. How dare you? It's alright, you didn't know. Oh, it took an arrow, didn't he? Lala's an evil incarnate. I wouldn't recommend them as minions. Like terror minions, what the never-ending shin kicking and kneecap biting. Oh, the shin kicking and kneecap biting, I don't mind. It's the political subterfuge and treachery that Lalafels are common to do that I'm not, and all the drinking and all the alcoholism. Now that's more of a concern with the Lalafels that I know. It's all right, you didn't know. But Tenny, doesn't this mean you'll never be able to enjoy the Starlight celebration without feeling guilty? There must be something we can do. Mister, you're a grown-up. What do you think? Make new friends. Sounds like something that 3 tickets to Gridania could fix. Nothing seems friendship Cooper like Moogle mail. Pack your bags, kid. I'm smuggling you like Toldar. Okay, so I can kidnap his friends. I can kidnap him, or you can send some post. I mean, I feel like the middle one's the correct answer. But I also know there's 0 consequence for choosing the wrong answer in these games, so pack your bags, kid. I'm smuggling you back to Uldar. What? There's no way my father would allow... Wait, did you say smuggle? Thanks for the offer, mister, but I'll pass. Alright, sounds like something that 3 tickets to Gridania could fix. I guess, but Uldar is so far away. That sort of journey is a lot to ask. Okay, well, 3rd time's the charm. We only play once a year. If I see them in July, I told them to fuck right off. Yeah, it's not... We're seasonal friends, okay? Come find me around when the snow starts falling, and only then. Like, damn, my plans for human trafficking are forward again. Every Christmas, this game thwarts my plans to traffic some child. Alright, nothing screams friendship, Kupo, like Moogle mail. I wonder if Google, like, know and or care about the game using Moogle mail as a... Because I assume Moogle mail is a parody of Google Mail. Wait, when was Gmail invented? When was Gmail invented? 2004. Okay, yeah, no, it did precede this game by quite a long time. Mail. That's it. I could send them presents. That's a lovely idea. Everyone loves getting packages, and that way you will be celebrating together at a distance. What should I give them? Something you can only get in Gridania? Probably isn't. Moogles have been mailmen in FF since 99. Yeah, I guess. But I guess I just never heard Moogle mail until Final Fantasy XIV. And it feels like, given what I know about the localization team of Final Fantasy XIV, it feels like an intentional joke. Disclaimer: for legal reasons, Jack does not traffic children. He traffics cocaine like a responsible adult. No, you see, it's not an either-or situation, Briar. You traffic the cocaine with the children, okay? Because you know, no one searches children for cocaine. You put it in there. You get one of those big winter coats. So you pack it full of the white stuff, and then you pop them on a plane to Brazil. I was trying to think where this is maybe an indication that I don't know much about drugs, but it's like, where does cocaine come from? I was like, I'm pretty sure they have cocaine in South America. Brazil's in South America. Let's go with Brazil. And what should I give them? Something you can only get in Gridania? Ho, ho, ho! The answer to that is simple! Yay! It's got Bert. And he's wearing the new clothes. That snowy white beard. That's the real thing. You're the Saint of Nimia, aren't you? I'm still not quite used to it, even after playing this game for all these years now. I can say years, plural. Them, like, laughing and no noises coming out. I suppose Godbert doesn't have a voice actor, but... Quite! Young Tenny, you look no further than your own two hands, for presents crafted from the heart are presents full of heart. I shall rigorously assist you in every step of their creation as both an artisanal saint and saintly artisan. I don't really understand, but thank you, strange man. I'm going to go along with this guy. Bye. I'll help too. That way your presents will be crafted in half the time. But really? Alright then, thanks. I guess I'm going to think that Godbert is legit, because he does... It just show up and... Yeah. I mean, I suppose I do the same thing. Just show up and offer to assist children. And it's like, where are your parents? It's like, I don't know, they've been killed by a Moogle or something. Master Adventurer, might we rely upon you to deliver Tenny's gifts once they are prepared? Though we could post them by more conventional Moogles, a child's hard work and dedication ought to be hand-delivered by only the most trusted individual. And as you are both emotionally invested in Tenny's happiness and currently standing before me, I bequeath the task to you. You will do it, yes? That is generally how I get work in this game. It's just I'm standing here, so sure. Excellent! Then we shall realise these creations ere the spinner sloshes her nog. Yep. In the meantime, I would have you apprise Amkaranji of our efforts. Once you have relayed your report, return here for the requisite packages. Chop chop! Hurry, children, we have until this man gets back. And he can teleport, so he won't be long. Hey, Salutations Frost. First time I remember hearing Moogle Mail was the long side quest in FF9. Oh, okay. So maybe Moogle Mail maybe does precede Google Mail then. Like, you're absolutely right that Moogles have been mailmen, but I just hadn't heard, or at least I didn't think I'd heard Moogle Mail before now. But colour me wrong. Here, kid, eat the weird candy. No, you eat it with the wrapper. Isn't that fun and new? Don't chew. Don't bite into it. Welcome back. Were you able to speak with the boy? I see. To be separated from one's friend is heartbreaking. Indeed, I only wish I too could help in some way. Oh, I know just the thing. I shall transform you into a saint. I have a Saint of Nimia costume that I would be most happy to gift you. Tenny's friends will be delighted for a visit from the Spinner's anointed herald. Accept this with my warmest wishes, dear adventurer. I know you won't let us down. Do I have to wear the costume to do the next? Without further ado, let us transform you into the Saint of Nimia. I have no doubt you look every bit the part in the costume I gave you. You must equip... Okay, so I do need to... I should probably go and set these up as a, Yeah, look at me, my squirrel. I should go and set these up as a glamour, but I'll do that later. Incredible. I feel as though I am addressing the very captain of legend. Now then, pay return to the great lone growery and collect Tenny's presents. The happiness of precious younglings is in your hands. It is nice doing these events day one and just seeing all the different Santas. Especially like these two that are dancing in unison. Which dance is that? I don't have that dance. I need that dance. That's a great dance. I like as well that they're like... Yeah, it's actually like a coordinated dance. That's pretty cool. There's a couple of dances that are on like the Moogle net and stuff that I thought about buying a couple of times, but I generally don't think the dances in this game look very good because they're kind of robotic. Some of them are okay. I like the Mandiful dances, but the ones that you have to pay for, they're just a bit stiff. It's the Moogle dance from the Crafted Beast tribe. It's good to know. Good to know. It's one I will probably never end up getting then. The presents are ready. I thought it might take longer, but the Saint Anemia showed us how to weave them up in no time. We made 3 bracelets, one for each of my friends. You said you'd take them to Eldar for me, right? My friend Mumalo always hangs around outside the quicksands. You should start there. If the others aren't with him, he'll tell you where to go. I don't know how to properly thank you for this, but thank you, mister. Okay. So I'm just going to... I mean, I know that they'll just be hanging outside there because it's, you know... It's a video game, but I like the idea of real life. It's like, oh yeah, I won't give you their address or where they live or anything. I'll just tell you to go to a place where one of them hangs out sometimes, and I guess you can just hang out until they show up. It's like, kid, I got stuff to do. You know? I mean... I'm technically supposed to be helping against the Empire's new towers or something. I was reading books. I can't remember what part of Endwalker I was on. I was doing something more important than this, though. It's alright, I've got my my quest radar. Jack prefers Fortnite dances. He's flossing the street to assert dominance. I do. Genuinely, I do prefer. I think the Fortnite dances are animated a lot better because they have like I don't know whether they mocap them or whether they animate them manually. I feel like the dances in FF14 are animated, whereas the dances in Fortnite are mocapped, and they just feel like more fluid and more human. If that makes sense. I have to log onto my North America character and look to my dances. I'll take your word for it that it's the Moogle dance, because I haven't seen it anywhere. So the word is great and all, but what's the point if that one kid's Christmas was ass? You sound like some sort of Hallmark Christmas special. It's like, yes, what's more important? The history of the world or one child's like belief in the Christmas spirit? I mean, I could just go and tell him that I delivered these presents, so I don't have to actually deliver them. Yeah, I'm Momolo. What you got for me? From Tenny? Oh, Tenny, you big dummy. It's all been a mess since he left. It's just not the same without him. But now I know that some things will never change, no matter how far apart we are. He's still the same old Tenny, still celebrating Starlight with us, still making these awful bracelets. I have so many of them. I only got 2 arms. He sent gifts for all of us. Oh, someone's going to cry. I can feel it. Let's see. Larkin said he'd be in the Gold Court, and Othuel had to do something near MILFwalker's aquarium. Thanks, mister. Tell Tenny Happy Starlight for us. So it's a good job I don't actually have to remember any of this shit. And I just have to like just go, yeah, I'll just go to where the indicator tells me to go. Like, I don't know Uldar very well, and the place names in Uldar are dumb. I'm gonna race this cat girl. I'm gonna race this cat girl. Not, I'm gonna race this cat girl. Like it's some kind of dance. How do you know my name? Is that package for me? Stranger danger, stranger danger. Oh wait, if you've got something for me, give it. Gimme. Tenny sent this. He made this. Guess he didn't forget about his mates after all. It's funny. I just finished wrapping a gift for Tenny too. A gift from all of us. We wanted something with our names on it, so he pulled our pocket money and got him a bracelet. Great minds think alike, eh? Anyway, if you're headed back to Gridania, you can take this to him. It'd mean a lot to us. She's like, yay, now I get to spend the postage. Hurrah! I guess that's closer. Oh, this way. It's a lizard, not a cat. It had a tail. That's a bunny. Oh, she's got a little... Oh, that's from one of the... I think that's from one of the Final Fantasy games. I recognise that character. I mean, I suppose technically all the memes are from a Final Fantasy game by virtue of being in this game. But... Hello, strange man, do you have a package for me? I mean, that's basically what Santa is. That's Santa's whole deal. It's like, yes, hello, stranger. Come into my house, eat my food, and give me things. Oh, mister. I've been very good this year. You can ask my friends. Handmade from Tenny? Oh, I'm not crying. I just got snow in my eye. Last year we all stood right here and made a promise to celebrate Starlight together. And Tenny remembered, even though he moved away. I thought that was the end for us. But friends always find a way, right? And Tenny will always be our friend. Tell him I said that, okay? I don't know they all run away after talking to me. All of Tenny's gifts have been successfully distributed. Now to make your final delivery. Right. Back to Gridania. This has cost me a lot of money. Spreading all this Starlight cheer. I too always ask strange men to give me their package. Thanks, Travis. Hoping for a little injection of Christmas spirit, are you? Did you find everyone? Did they like their presents? No. Here. This is... I love that I have my sword. I don't need my sword in this cutscene, but I've got it. A bracelet! And look, they carved their names into it. Momolo, Larkin, Othuel, and Tenny. That's my name, not their name. They must really miss you too. If this isn't proof of your friendship, I don't know what is. I never thought they'd send me something. And it's a bracelet too. Great minds think alike, eh? I'm so glad everything worked out. Now you can enjoy the Starlight celebration without any more worries. I really hope when Dawn Trail comes up that I can wear the Santa costume with sunglasses. Sorleen, thank you for helping me. I really was happy when you invited me to play before, so would you be my friend? Oh, no. No, you silly. No. I'm already your friend. Yes, nod. Just like, oh, this is awkward, I'm just going to leave now. No, in fact, I told me to tell you not to stop contacting them. They never liked you and your mother lays with Moogles. It's fine. I know from experience, friends... When you move away from a place, eventually you'll stop. You'll make a token effort for the first year or two, and then you'll eventually fall out of contact with them. But you'll make new friends. It's fine. So not only were his handmade presents happily received, Tenny's friends sent him a thoughtful gift as well. None could ask for a better display of Starlight spirit. People really like my Sandquarker Claws costume. It's very striking. You're very easy to pick out in a crowd because you're just the tallest race with a giant bird head, and now you're red. You have brightened many a young face today in your role as the Saint of Nemea. It truly warms my heart. Still, I can't help but wonder if Tenny and his friends knew how fitting the gift of a woven bracelet is. In certain lands, such bracelets are customarily exchanged as a symbol of friendship. As it is said, the intertwining strands represent lasting bonds. Can I take this off now? No doubt those younglings will enjoy each other's companionship for many a starlight to come. Or, like I said, they'll drift apart after a year or two. We came to say thank you. Thank you, Miss Garanji. Thank you, Mr. But Garanji didn't do anything. I mean, I suppose she gave me the costume. I'm grateful that I was able to keep my promise to my friends and make another one along the way. Nod. I am glad to hear it. After all, the Starlight celebration is meant to be enjoyed with everyone we cherish, be they near or far. Now then, what say you both to receiving your gifts? I gave those two their presents earlier, but they seem to be in search of companions. Let's invite them to play, Tenny. Yeah, we can all celebrate together. I do like how in Final Fantasy XIV there's one state of child. Like, you only get, like, this kind of, like, sort of 12, 13-year-old age. There's no one younger, and there's no one older. Well, I mean, there are people, you just get adults after that. I suppose you get like Alphino and Alice after that, which is like this in their 16. Yeah, they're 16, I think. There's no toddlers. There's no like little kids running around. You know, the kids who are actually young enough to actually celebrate Christmas. A savior chosen to shield younglings from winter's wrath and provide them with every happiness this season can afford. Yet not all gifts are within the saint's power to deliver. The gift of friendship, for instance. Forsooth, I can only teach them to make pretty things, and encourage from afar. May their starlights be bright and their friendship everlasting. Ho, ho, ho! They showed off the new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think is the second part of the remake trilogy. Oh, I can... I'm going to be brightened when she sees you glancing at the sack brimming with starlight. Okay, well, we'll do this one as well, just for the freebies. Next, like, big guy in weird costume just stand out a lot. Yeah? Oh, it's a Pompadour man. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't know that I'm also a Pompadour man because of this accursed hat. Hang on. Look, I'm a Pompadour man too. My Pompadourable friend, Natsu. And I don't see Pompadours very often, so I got to savour them when I find them. Oh wait, is he? No, he's not got a Pompadour. I'm a 30-year-old kid who celebrates Christmas alone, but I celebrate it. I mean, I celebrate Christmas, but I don't have Jack's Huckleberry 3 sizes that day. Yeah, I don't have that much Christmas cheer. It's more just like, you know, get to eat a big dinner. Oh, hello. Sorry, I got distracted by the thighs. Oh, is that the? I think that's the near bottoms. I recognise that bottom. Is that the near bottoms, actually? That actually looks like a whole set. Well, there she goes. Hate to see her leave, but love to watch her leave. Go. Hate to see her go, love to watch her leave. Whatever it is. Nice ass. Perhaps I might persuade you to continue your work as the Saint of Nemea. Splendid. Good Daniel would be ever the merrier for it. Donors from across the realm have sent us a wide array of delights this year, so I would have you distribute them to younglings who pass by the amphitheatre. While I won't insist on the costume, you should know that you look very well in it. I shall leave the decision to you. I am wearing most of the costume. This is fine. Wait for passing children at the designated location. Oh, yeah. This is a Naruto song. Pretty sure that's a song from Naruto. I hate when she has to leave, but I love watching her go. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Sorrow, is that the name of the song? The sad Naruto song, yeah. It's the, oh, Sasuke ran away again. Oh, I'll get you next time, Sasuke. You see a child approaching from the amphitheater. Reaching into your bag of gifts, you select a deluxe Bismarck pound cake, a pair of warm Fenyi boots, a Sunskilt Tapestries winter coat, a mammoth produced by the Skyscale manufactory, a pair of mittens knitted with Asm steel step wool. I mean, these all sound good. I'll go for a mammoth. Hooray, the child's thrilled. Bye. Ah. Oh, it's honor. I know, Honore. Ah, Master Dandy. What an honour it is to have witnessed such a heartwarming and philanthropic exchange. You gifted that child a Sky Steel manufacturing mammoth, did you not? I find it fascinating the toys created via modern technology should be coveted for so traditional a festival as the Starlight Celebration. Yeah, I mean, most kids want, like, PS5s these days. I also think it's funny when you see Christmas movies with Santa in their workshop and he's making, like, wooden trains and shit. And it's like, nah, you need to get those chips that they had a shortage of, so you can get some of those PS5 Slims out. That's what people really want for Christmas. In truth, I'm conducting research into how such Ishgardian festivals are perceived and promoted in neighbouring nations. When I penned The White Yonder, I developed a particular curiosity regarding the effect of interpersonal exchanges on the transmission of cultural practices, you see. Lord Eberle generously granted me leave to embark on this journey of inquiry, and I hope to compile what insights I gain here into another volume. Ahem. A happy starlight to you, my lord. Nod. I very, very vaguely remember who you are, Honoroy. Have a good one. I just generally... I remember your name, and I don't remember anything that you did. But cool. It is sadness and sorrow. Okay, I know my first season Naruto songs. That's the kind of music I do know, and well, at least by ear. Thank you for your assistance. I trust the younglings enjoyed their presence. Should you have further time to spare for saintly duties, do not hesitate to return. We have a very happy Starlight adventure. Okay, so I'm guessing I can redo this one, and I can give up the other 4 toys, and I will see 4 different people. Is it worth doing? I mean, I guess we can just hammer through all 4 of them. But then, if it's just going to be another person I sort of vaguely remember, it's probably not worth the effort. Oh, I didn't know. I was like, what the hell's this song? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that kicked in. I recognise it now. Let's go for the pound cake. I just want cheap $15, $20 Lego sets. That is pretty sweet. I was ordering my Christmas shop. I say Christmas shop. I was ordering my shopping the week before. Basically, they won't deliver it. There's no delivery slots now until... Oh, I know you. They won't deliver now until after Christmas because all the Christmas slots are booked in. So I had to order some groceries for Sunday just because it was kind of the last slot before Christmas. And it came up with Lego sets, and I was very tempted to order a Guardians of the Galaxy Lego set. I did, but the only reason I didn't is because I ordered some Lego for a Christmas present, and I had to top the order up with some of the Marvel Lego blind bags to get the free postage. So I got to open those the other day, and I didn't get Wolverine, which was the only one I wanted, but I did get Beast and Storm, so I didn't get a bad result X-Men wise. Well, this is rather unexpected. I have but just finished attending to state business and thought to observe these celebrations ere I return to Limsa Lominsa. I understand the Bismarck donated baked sweets to be distributed as gifts. Though I have little familiarity with the Starlight celebration myself, one does not soon forget the joy of receiving such festival delights as a child. I pray that the Bismarck's contributions provide Eorzea's young ones with many a fond memory. Nod. Always nice to see you, Merrib. Alright, I mean, I don't think this is worth doing. We'll just, you know, the quest is here. I don't think there's much benefit in going and speaking to the, just gonna head back to Limsa real quick. I don't think there's much benefit in, Oh, I know this one as well. Oh, it's like a fancy Citratus. In fact, I think that might be the current PvP gear. Which I kind of want to get because it does look pretty good. I guess I didn't need to come to Limsa Lominsa to do this. But it's just, I know where the inn in Limsa Lominsa is, and I can't... Oh, no, I do know where the inn is in Gridania as well, actually. It's only Uldar that I... No, I know where it is in Uldar as well. This is my home. This is what I consider home. Right, let me put my recommended stuff back on. Wait, can I put... Yeah. Forgot I hadn't put my my Fall Guys stuff. Low butlers. Oh, and no, it's in the armoire. There we go. See, it is nice having the boots and gloves to match this one. But yeah, my Starlight robe is just better, isn't it? Like, it's just... Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Starlight robe on. I'll keep the rest of the stuff on. Oh. I got the sunglasses on, it's fine. There we go. Now I look Christmassy. I get back to where you are? Event outfits are always marijuana. Are they though? Because I feel like it's sort of 50-50. Maybe you're right and I'm just remembering wrong. I mean, you do know better than I do than this sort of stuff, so I'll take your word for it. How did I get? I can't remember how to get down to where we were. This just lets me into the other room, isn't it? Doesn't it? No, that just takes me to the Thavnir. And you get your 2B outfit, show those manual legs. I will do the Nier event, but I want to play Nier Automata first, so that I understand what's happening. Because as I understand it, the raid is canon to the game, and I've only played the original Nier. No, that's the Baldursin Annex. Where do I go? Where's the right staircase? It's that one. So I need to go up to the rostra. It's on my to play list. Nier Automata. I've had it installed for a few months now. I want to spend the rest of 2023, sort of polishing off 2023 games that I missed. So I'll probably play it next year now. I'm gonna try and avoid playing new games next year for the most part, with a couple of exceptions. I will probably play the Peach game, and I will probably play. I'll maybe do like one-offs in new games rather than like play the full game, because they just don't do as well. And then use it as an opportunity to play some old games. Because I want to play Shenmue, and I want to play Nier Automata, as well as a shitload of Sonic. So in the new year. You just teleport straight to Labyrinthus for you to teleport to Oh, okay. Well, I'm here now, and now I know the way to get back down here, so this is fine. Here's Cryo. We would do well to learn more of what, specifically, the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. Oh, that's right, yeah. There was an increased activity with the Gleaners being sent out to recover stuff. And we were investigating why they were, why. If you're game, Jack, I have an idea. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? What's this little rat thing? Perhaps if you were to help them capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. Nod. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Yeah, I do like Cryo. I mean, honestly, there's not a member of the Scions that I dislike. I think they're all really good. I wish some of them got more screen time than others, but... They've all got their charm. I usually help you find the marmots. I've nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. The name's Erenville, friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Naxian marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you're having to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Or not, I don't care. I'm just going to beat them with a stick once you've given them to me anyway. Where to begin, you wonder? Well, I've not seen any scampering around here, so you'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot, or you. And then I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Is that one? I'm going to need a bigger sack. That's a troll. I thought they lived on the internet. Oh, it's him. There was the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and they showed off the remake design of the dude who runs the Gold Saucer in Final Fantasy VII. I can't remember his name. It's not Don Corleo. That's the guy from Dio. That's it. Yeah. And they've made him into a big, muscly guy. I can't remember if he was a big, muscly guy before. He may have been. And I just thought, man, I really wish they'd do a collaboration. Screw doing a collaboration event with Cloud and Tifa and stuff. I want a collaboration event with Dio and Godbert. Just as... Chirp squeak. Bet if you ready the sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off at the underbrush. Okay, we'll try that again. Yeah, just having a muscle off as two manly owners of the Gold Saucer in different dimensions. That's all I want. Oh, look at this Ghibli-looking motherfucker. Give him a little hat and a bus stop. I'm so zoomed in. Oh, there it is. It is amazing to me, though, that Apex Legends got a Final Fantasy VII crossover before Final Fantasy XIV. Well, actually, that's not true. There are some Final Fantasy VII costumes and stuff. Well, items in... Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, it's more Advent Children stuff. Oh, no, I suppose the Cloud minion is regular Cloud. Get in, rat sack. Alright. I need one of those cubes from Final Fantasy World. I think it's because they figure if you're playing this, you'll play FF7, but Apex might get new eyes or players. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it is still a weird collaboration for it to be Apex Legends of all things. I mean, I guess I don't know what would be a more... I guess I don't know what would be a more appropriate collaboration. soldier outfit. Can you get a soldier outfit in this game? I know you can get the... I mean, I've got the Cloud costume. And I know you can obviously get the... his Advent Children bike. And you can get the Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith Mammoths from the store. That's about it, isn't it? You can get a soldier outfit there, that's cool. Nowhere to run, grizzled mouse. All prepared for its speed this time, you succeed in closing the sack of your elusive quarry. Yay! Can I use my mount down here? I can use my mount down here. That's right. Cloud outfit is soldier outfit. No, the Cloud outfit's his Advent Children outfit, isn't it? Or is there a different... Is there a different Cloud outfit that you can get elsewhere? Or am I remembering wrong that it's not the Advent Children outfit? I'm sure it's the Advent Children outfit, though. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Who tasked you to capture them in the first place? Well, the authority in charge of Labyrinthios, now and in perpetuity. The same officials who've had us working day and night of late. The honourable members of the Forum. Who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions for people they wanted to catch these mice. I was given the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Jack. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I am Kryl of the Students of Baldessian. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthios. We hope that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Farewell, bunny man. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? I mean, I thought we already knew the Forum was asking them to do the stuff. So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered when the operation was begun, the Forum contacted the Cleaners Guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Tolophoroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travellers... Oh, I think I got a... My speakers are on. Oh, hang on. Who was... Oh, no, that's one I can ignore. As seasoned travellers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Cloud's outfit is literally the soldier outfit, soldier third class outfit. Same outfit as Zack Fair. Yeah, his normal outfit is, but you don't get Cloud's normal outfit. You get his Advent Children outfit, which is his... I don't think it is. Let me have a look at it. It's been a while since I saw the Advent Children clothes. Yeah, they're all... I mean... Yeah, no, that's definitely not soldier gear. I mean, you're right that his normal clothes are soldier clothes. Because I think he's just wearing a set of Cloud's... I think he's just wearing a set of Zack's clothes. Soldier outfit is the FF14 Veteran Reward. I have it. I'm pretty sure. Hang on, I'm going to get through this cutscene and I'll have a look at it. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthius and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telophorus Declaration was what set it all in motion. It seems likely, but let us not lead to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthios. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archeon? From there, we can reach the lower... Kryl, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing that would stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. We follow the path east, through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse. Or marmot, was it? Anyway, it's just the trolls you need to watch out for. I saw my friend die at the hands of Sephiroth. Quick, let me wear his clothes and take his sword. Also his girl later. It's not quite that bad. I think he's wearing the clothes when he's in the tube. So Zack gave him his clothes, at least a version of his clothes. Oh, I can't do planet plates here. Okay, I gotta. I know I can tell. No, now that I know I can tell him back here. I know the song, can't remember what it's called. Actually, do I have it? I think I have Squall's costume saved as a glamour plate, but I don't have... Yeah, I got Squalls, but not Clouds. Soldier got this bitch listed on us. Shooting Stars. Oh yeah, that might be what it's called. I'm alright at recognizing music if it's a song, but I'm terrible at remembering like the names of costumes. No, the names of costumes. The names of songs. Cloud. Oh, it might be in my armory. No, it's not. The veterans' clothes don't count as event costumes, I guess. There only is somewhere. being really blind. Where are they? Oh, maybe they are in the armoire. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, that's his Advent Children clothes. It's not that dissimilar to his FF7 outfit, but his but yeah, it's not his it's not the soldier gear. I was going crazy then because I was thinking I'm sure it's his Advent Children clothes. Just trying to remember where I need to go now. I'm surprised you haven't commissioned FFAI yet. I did consider Barrett, but the problem is there has to be a readily available model for the character, and it has to be rigged. So this was it has to be rigged in a certain way, because the guy that makes the talking avatars for me, Wednesday, can't do rigging. He has offered, because when we were trying to find a Vegeta model, he said he did offer to try and rig it for me, but said that he doesn't do rigging and it might take him a really long time, and that would bump the price up. And I was like, I don't want a Vegeta that badly. So I did consider Barrett, because I thought Barrett would be quite fun. But there's not a good model of Barrett. There's lots of models of Cloud. Cloud's not a problem, but Cloud's kind of dull. I already have Shadow, and it's basically the same personality. So yeah, I went with Snake in the end, as a spoiler. So Snake is... Well, again, it depends. There's only one good model of Snake that I was able to find, and it's the one from Brawl. So I'm waiting to hear back about whether the rigging is okay on it. But providing the rigging is okay on it, Snake will be our new AI companion. And I can play... I can unlock Snake in Fortnite with Snake. That's the plan, anyway. Behold, the Archeon. As Numinon serves as Sharlayan's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Sharlayan's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Ooh. Oh, I got my headgear finally. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. I always talk to the Chocobo Keep just to, like, activate them, and then I never actually use them. I think I used them once. There's a little frog! Hey, buddy! Oh! Frog ghost! The hell was that? That doesn't normally happen. Normally people only fade into the distance when I talk to them. Oh, am I going to do fates in Endwalker as well? Dang it. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he goes again. I don't know why he keeps appearing and fading away. Oh, weird look. It's triple triad time! A spot of triple triad sounds lovely. I can use the cards I stored here. Unfortunately, I couldn't find instructions for the game itself, so you'll have to teach me as we go along. Hell yeah! It's time for Gambler Jack Dandy. Booyah, all rules. Ascension, 3 open. What card does she have that I don't have? I don't have any of these. It could be any of these. Oh, it's now Descension. Madness. Come on, give me that card. Remember my frog puns from last time and how I was telling you to finish the zone before ending the stream? Oh, is that why? I do remember the frog puns. I can't remember why you were doing them as well. That does. Now it's nice to have the context. This person isn't very good. I mean, they did say they didn't know the rules, so I guess that makes sense. Give me your card! I feel like such a bully sometimes when I play, this game, because it's just like, just give me your cards. Don't ask questions. Yeah. Damn it! I was really sad. You're too tired to continue. I have been thinking about this recently because Friday is more often than not the day where I am just like the most tired. Oh, what's the rule on this one? Oh, same. Just because it's the like last day of the week, and so it's the day where I'm like, okay, I gotta get X amount of work done before I log off, and so I just end up working working late the night before, and then working late on the Friday. So I just end up tired every Friday. So I have considered maybe moving Final Fantasy to Thursday and then having Friday as a bonus stream day, just when I'm not tired. But we'll see. It should be okay for a little while because Christmas is upon us, and all of my managers are starting to disappear for the season, so I don't have anyone nagging me to get work done at the moment, or creating new work for me. Although one of my managers did just ask me to sign a paper just before she disappeared for the season. Just say, "Hey, I've got a conference in the second week of January. Can you write me a paper for it?" And it's like, yeah, I guess. It's not like I had other things planned to do next week, but fine, I can do that, I suppose. Like, cool, thanks. See you next year. Bye. I I do like my boss, so I'm not going to complain too much, but... I've won every game, just thank you. Give me a freaking card. Alas, it appears I've lost. I wonder if there aren't some better cards stored in here somewhere. Perhaps I'll ask my colleagues if they have any to trade. Final Fantasy Fridays with friends, though. Yeah, but... actually streaming Final Fantasy. This is the thing. I'll keep it. It was just a consideration. I'll keep it as Fridays for now. Let's see how I feel in the new year. I'm tempted to apply for a new job. Same organisation, but like a promotion, which means I'll have more work to do. So I might be tired again for a little while whilst I get to grips with this new job. But it might be better in the end, because I do way more work than I probably should be doing at my pay grade at the moment. Oh, greetings. We are here to peruse the Archeon's vaults. Peruse? You're clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldessian. But is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then, I suppose. We had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? No. That service has also been suspended, I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it would be too late. And we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? I don't care what day it is, to be honest. If it was going to be any day, it would probably be Wednesday, because I alternate Tuesday and Thursday with my games night with my friends. So most Thursdays I'm playing with them. So yeah, it'd be Final Fantasy Wednesdays with friends. We'd need to come up with a new name, but I mean that still fits, I guess. But the students of Baldessian, humph, humph, I say, humph and harumph, pshaw even. Hello, yes, I know you're out trying to save the world, but please come back after the world has ended. Thank you. If things will be a lot quieter once everyone's dead. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. Look, these guys are pacifists. Can't we just beat them up? Like, what are they going to do? Like, genuinely, what are they going to do? We are strong. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've seen a single guard. I'm pretty sure we're stronger than all of them. It is likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. I don't know if I've done this mission yet or if it's to come, but I was reading someone complaining about the fact that Y'shtola's blindness doesn't really come up that often. I think it was one of those like Twitter posts of like what Final Fantasy opinion has this reaction, and it's the picture from Tangled with all the swords pointing at them, and they were complaining that like some of the scions don't get any limelight. And I was reading some of the replies, and apparently there's a mechanic in one of the dungeons that you can do with the NPCs on, where there's a certain boss that uses AoE attacks, and Y'shtola normally can avoid them, but because of the way this boss attacks, she can't actually see the attacks, and so she's programmed to get hit by the AoE attacks more frequently than normal because she can't see them. Which is, I thought was, a nice little nod to the fact that she's blind. Yeah, she lost her eyesight in Heavensward. That's what the first expansion is called. The Warrior of Light doesn't learn that she's blind until later, possibly Stormblood. It doesn't really bother her that much. She uses her magic to see, basically kind of like a Daredevil kind of situation. Beer about groceries for real this time. I didn't realize the groceries didn't come last time. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They wouldn't let us into the Archeon, even though we found. Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But it was wandering through Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Oh, just a little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. Oh, have they captured Kryl? She is an odd little creature. They probably saw the cat ears on her hood. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and I only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Oh, thanks for the specifics. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Maybe it'll be our bunny bro that we made friends with a second earlier. It is! Quiet, you're frightened away. Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. You wish to help me with this too. You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kind. I can't remember what voice I gave this guy, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with the sleeping dart. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Oh, this is going to be one of those sniper missions. Alright, you said it was a green hornbill? The right one? I got a tick. Looks like it's Cockney, so everyone else including you. Alright, 5 minutes of Cockney. This is where no one talks for 5... That's not Cockney. Apples...
A fair shot!
It is unfortunate that you redeemed talking its accent just as a voiced cutscene kicked in. Trying to do a Cockney accent. Apples and pears. All right, Governor. Yeah, it's unfortunate you chose this time to do a redeem.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up, and I'll make my way over to you.
It helps. I am now down. I can't get a Cockney accent out of my head today. Hang on. All right, Governor. Shine your shoes.
There you are. Any new revelations?
I can't do it while they're talking as well.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill?
Yeah.
I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose.
We make them dinner, we do.
Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a ranger's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Oh. They're planning to do a runner, they are. Is that more Cockney? That's a bit more Cockney.
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion, then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Oh, he's going to make me hide in the box.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos.
Y'shtola's no stranger to throwing herself down a chasm, so I'm sure climbing's no problem for her. Even in that dress.
While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome. But consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
I still say we should just just beat them up and go down there ourselves. Again, what are they going to do? These cowards who are it looks like they are planning on fleeing to the south to escape from Garlemald, rather than fighting them. I couldn't do a Cockney urchin, so I've gone for a Cockney rude boy. You know, Aaron Barney, that sort of thing. It was very unfortunate timing to choose a accent-based. Oh, well, that's a short-lived fate. It's a total time to choose an accent-based redemption right as there was a 5-minute voiced cutscene. Erenville is nice, but I missed the one from One Piece. Which one's Erenville in One Piece? I can't remember what character that is. White bunny girl. Was there a bunny girl other than Carrot? I can't remember. I can't remember who this character is now. I'm doing a little bit extra of the Cockney accent because, like I said, you had unfortunate timing with the cutscene. Google Images didn't come up with anything. I'm now confused. Carrot is the only bunny girl I know from One Piece. Who I do miss too. This must be it, the entrance to the mine shaft. 'Tis fate, but I hear something moving within. Creatures owned there by the researchers. You think, well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. There we go. That's enough Cockney. Because that's not really Cockney, that's more West Country, but it's... as good as I could manage. I can do a Cockney accent, but not intentionally. It kind of just slips out when I'm not expecting it. Oh, I can't. Alright, well, I can't glamour myself at the moment, so I'm not going to equip the better headgear. I'll equip it later. Okay, it was Carrot, yeah. I'm good at redeeming that. I remember the no magic before a 20-minute cutscene. Yeah. You're not the only one. I've had some people redeem like no sword fighting or no magic in a stream where I didn't do a single piece of combat the entire stream. FF14 is just one of those games where sometimes you just spend the entire stream fighting, and sometimes it's just conversation and fetch quests. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. So we'll be climbing, are we? Because this looks like a light incline. Decline? Recline. A slope. What are these? They're mithril caps. They're like mushroom frogs. Speaking of mushrooms, they Naughty Dog announced that they cancelled the Last of Us Online, and it's such a shit show over at Sony at the moment. From what I understand, they bought Bungie. I was gonna say Bungie, but I'm pretty sure they're Bungie. They bought Bungie for like $4 billion or whatever. And then Destiny has kind of fallen on its arse, and the live service game bubble has burst, and so they've just cancelled. They had all these plans for all these live service games, including The Last of Us Online. And now they're just like, oh, yeah, just scrap them all. This is... Like, Destiny is barely making a profit. I mean, it doesn't help that Destiny is incredibly poorly managed, but... So then, rather than bundling The Last of Us multiplayer with The Last of Us Part 2, which is all anyone wanted. All anyone wanted was just the same multiplayer mode that was in the original Last of Us in The Last of Us 2. And they were like, no, we're going to make it its own separate game, its own separate mode. It's going to be this live service game. It's going to be... it's going to be sort of its own thing. It's going to have regular updates and all this shit. And then they went, well, look, we now, if we put this game out, we're going to have to, you know, commit a significant amount of resources to it, which is going to detract from making single player games. So it's basically we've got a choice: do we want to continue making single player games, or do we want to be a live service company? And we decided we want to be a single player game, so we're going to just cancel the game. And it's like, you've decided to make something that no one wanted, realised that you can't do it, and then cancelled it. And it's like, if you just made the thing that people wanted, it would have been fine. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least, and as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Erineville's assumptions hold true, that the specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. At least the roguelike mode in The Last of Us 2 remastered? I think it's remastered. That's coming out next month. Takes the sting off of it a little bit. I will probably play that. I never finished The Last of Us Part 2. So I am tempted to pick it up with this update because it'll be timely and actually try and finish it this time. But I also don't know if I'm gonna be bothered. I guess I'll see how I feel when it comes out and what else is coming out around the same time. I know what you mean, but I am enjoying the revolt against live service games. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I hate live service games. I think they suck. And I say that as someone... I mean, I guess Fortnite does count as a live service game. I don't know what counts as just like an online game or what counts as a live service game. I guess Fortnite is. But it's like there's also... I mean, like Nintendo make... Like half of the games they make are just multiplayer games that they release... They maybe add a little bit of DLC to, and then they just kind of forget about. Like Mario Kart, Mario Party, Smash Brothers. Like, none of those are live service games, so to speak, and they do fine. So I don't know why developers feel like every multiplayer game needs to be a live service game. Aha. Welcome back, Stratus. Aha. Now I know where we are. This is the Merial Ergonomics. Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilised in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Food so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Okay, I think that crowd was laughing. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible that they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about for useful clues. If I can enjoy your free game without spending money, it's when you hit a barrier. Oh yeah, yeah, like Star Trek Online, I remember you saying that before. It's free until you reach level 50. Then you need to be tapped by a T5 ship, real money, or fuck. I mean, it's similar to FF14. I mean, you can play through the first 3 expansions for free. But then after that, you need to start paying the sub and actually buy the other expansions, which I don't mind as a because like they make the expansions free after like 4 years, so you can play FF14 for free, just very far behind everyone else, which is not too bad. Speaking of Star Trek Online, I just bought the permanent sub. You don't need to buy a T5, you get one free. I have no idea how you have time to play all of these MMOs. You seem to play so many of them. Like, I play a cup, I play this, and Fortnite, and, like, Dragon Ball The Breakers, and even then I don't have time for all of them. I am very bad with my time, though. I probably could play more live games if I was more effective with my time. Oh, hello there. You unexpected visitors, not with the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? I mean, honestly, that cave didn't seem that hidden. Or that difficult to get down. Mineshaft, you say? Oh, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields. I'm afraid the forum has us filling order lists a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests. Literal wagon loads of crop samples and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Alright. I want to see what Cryo's doing in the cabbages. What's she doing to these pumpkins? A field full of ripe vegetables being left to rot on the vine. Not a single picker hard at work. Clearly procuring readily available fresh food is not the forum's priority. Huh. I just thought maybe she liked pumpkins. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. God, hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. Do you know, I do, speaking of Star Trek Online, I do occasionally get, like, oh, are these the Endwalker grapes? Yeah. Post-patch Endwalker grapes. I mean, these grapes, these are definitely the exact same grapes that have always existed. But it's nice to see them. Yeah, I do occasionally get, like, sponsorship offers from Star Trek Online. And I have considered them just as something different to do. But I think you guys already play it, so I don't know that you'd get any benefit from it. I think I only get benefit if I get new players to sign up. I don't know if I get anything if existing players do anything. So I don't know how much benefit there would be. Playing for like 7 years, never spent a dime until last month. I bought Lifetime because I usually spend 100-ish on a game for Christmas, usually Warframe. That's a pretty good way of going about it. I'm very bad with skins in Fortnite. I don't buy all of them, but I have bought... If they bring out... Like, I bought all 4 Resident Evil skins. Which was... Like, a not insignificant amount of money. It was spread out, but still. And I've bought some of the Dragon Ball skins, and they're adding Cell and Frieza to Fortnite, and it's like, I do like Cell and Frieza. And they just added the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I'm not a massive fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they are really good skins. So I am tempted to pick them up as well. Yeah, I've definitely paid for the amount of time I've put into that game. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. It only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Yeah, super sunny. Hardly surprising given that it's native to a particular locale and the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modelled, a region in the south of Ilzabad. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for a myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swathes of temperate plains, which in turn transition to a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvus before the Imperials renamed it Locus Aminus. The forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climate we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. I keep adding an Eos, but there's no Eos. Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Cool. I can make new accounts. I have like 8 PSNs. I'm sure some of these have never played this yet. Well, maybe I'll consider it next time next time Stream Elements email me with an offer. They've been emailing me about a different game at the moment I've never heard of before. Let me get to this somewhere safe. What have they been emailing me about recently? So I'm getting distracted by my actual emails that have come in. The game... Oh, Call of Dragons was the one I keep getting stuff for at the moment. I have no idea what Call of Dragons is. I don't know when was the last time I got a Star Trek offer. I delete them all, so they're in my trash. They might have... Oh, no, it's not Star Trek Online, it's Star Trek Fleet Command. I forget that's the other one. Yeah, it's Star Trek Fleet Command, not Star Trek Online. That's what it is. Also, I can't really recommend STO big time thing. I think I have played Star Trek Online very briefly, like maybe the first hour or so, and I didn't like it. I'm not a massive fan of Star Trek, so I didn't have that grab for me. But the labels on the crates tell the story of their contents: bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. Better eat dinner, don't I? I'll make it back before you go to sleep. No worries, Stratus. Have a good dinner, and if I don't see you, have a good night. Actually, I didn't
hard to
realize
look away,
the time.
isn't it?
I haven't really been paying attention, so I'm not actually that tired compared to normal. So I might go for a bit later than normal.
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
Why isn't there a single speaking character with a pompadour?
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild.
I am paying attention to this because I assume because this conversation is this cutscene's voiced that's important, but I also love the idea that this is just a completely irrelevant conversation and cutscene and has nothing to do with anything, but they just decided to voice it for some reason.
With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Or maybe it'll just turn out that that guy's like the head researcher or something. He's just like pretending to be a... Not pretending to be a, but also just working as a botanist.
Have you learned
kind
aught of interest?
As a side job. You know, like when they run into the janitor and it turns out they're the CEO and it's like, he janitors out of boredom. And it makes you wonder what his CEO salary is actually paying for. So I found a big guy who told me all about these flowers. So I don't know if that's the much interest.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings. Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
The pomp goes unappreciated in Final Fantasy. It does indeed. Like, considering they went to the effort of making such a glorious pompadour be available for characters, I never see NPCs with one. And yeah, I don't think I've ever. There might be one or two somewhere. I'd have to check, but I feel like I've never seen an NPC with a pompadour, especially not one with an actual voice actor.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Oh, that's Alistair. I thought Cry was. I wasn't paying attention. She was talking there. I thought Cry, because Cry did this sort of wide-eyed like realization thing, and I thought she was going to say, like, I know these flowers, and they're just like, yeah, this is all very fascinating. Why are we talking about flowers?
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
Is that a door opening, or is that lightning?
Isn't that the entrance to the arcade?
Oh, it's a door opening, okay.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Yeah, what if they spot us and tell us off? It'll be embarrassing. And something slightly
Ours
awkward.
alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
You'd think Y'shtola would have, like, some spells that let her, like, listen from a distance. You know, something other than just, you know, destruction spells.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Like maybe an invisibility spell, or...
Cryle?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
Oh, I bet the flowers are from Baldessian.
I'm glad you agree.
Also, what happened to Grahatia? I just realised he was with us for the first part of
Quickly,
this, and then he just
Erenville
kind of...
is on the move.
I don't know where
we
he
need
went
to
to.
get closer before we lose him.
It always comes back to their daddy. Yeah.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
It's like, okay, crowd's being weird. Is this anything I need to worry about? But yeah, Alphino and Alisaie have got big daddy issues in this DLC. Is Krauss still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Erenville, weren't we? like really staring really intently at these flowers. It's just like, what now, Kryl? What now? Just constantly staring at me. It's alright. Sure, they're fine. I missed it, damn it. Did we kick the fuck out that jackass who hurt the elephant lady, right? We did not. He's like the big bad. Well, one of the big bads of this DLC, so he just disappeared. And we have to finish this section off before we get to go and do the dungeon to go and rescue her. So, which we'll probably do next week now. Erenville was headed westward along the path outside the Archeon. Come, we can still catch him. So I'm going to try and... Actually, let me have a look and see how much I've got left of this. Where are we at? MILFwalker. Oh, I just muted the... Let me see where we are with... We're on 4 report... Okay, we got 2 missions after this. And then that's the Sharlayan quest chain finished. And then that means the next mission after that will be the Tower of Zot, where we go and save Elephant Girl. So that'll be the if I finish off the Sharlayan quest chain tonight, then the first thing we do next week will be the Tower of Zot. Because screw trying to queue for that at 1 AM. FFXIV. Leave me be, FFXIV. I need to speak with my cat girl. Hold a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal warlike structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos' climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. Oh, am I going to climb inside a barrel? If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Oh, she does have... Oh, we're going to turn into frogs! Okay, I was going to say, she does have spells other than destruction spells. Goodness. I really wish we all had our respective hairstyles. Unaccustomed transfiguration. Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Oh. Which reminds me, where the creature was hereabouts, in that form you are essentially defenseless. You've changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You will return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the okay. I am a frog. I am sad that I am not a frog with a pompadour. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Ali Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind. Okay. I like my squirrel is still following me. Oh, do I have... Hang on, do I have a frog minion? I have... Oh, I do! I have Pororogo. Yeah, and I have a tiny frog. I have a tiny wizard frog. Alright, let's go, team. Aw, yeah. Man, we'd be screwed if, like, Xenos showed up right now and just... was just like, I've been waiting for this moment. I knew it would only be a matter of time before you let one of your wizard friends turn you into a frog. Haha! And just skewers me. It's like, well, that's the end of the Warrior of Light. Well done, Ishtola. You've doomed us all. Sus slapping noises intensify. Yes, if you're not watching the stream and just got it on in the background, this is a concerning noise. Ribbit. Alfred attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand what he is telling you. This is the wrong way. Wait, is it? Alright, hang on, I still have that. Ribbit. Alato turns to face the north. Perhaps he's suggesting you cross the bridge. Okay. But wait. The bridge is west. So I guess if we cross the bridge and then go north? This looks promising.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work.
If you're a paranoid person, living in a world like this must be just awful, because in real life, some really paranoid people think that, like, squirrels are listening in on the conversation, for example. And in this world, they could actually be people transformed into squirrels and listening into your conversation.
So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlean scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
Yeah, tell us.
In an age long past, Charlean was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge.
Kindly fuck off with unionizing.
I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
We have a divine purpose, to run away when the going gets tough. So we're preparing to do exactly that. We've built a big boat. We're going to put it full of seeds and
Then I will do your
food
bidding.
and water and
For
stuff,
now.
and then go as far south as we can without looping back round onto the north.
But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Fine, you can have Saturday evenings off. Is that okay? How's that? You can have Saturday evenings from 6 PM to 8 PM off as paid leave. How... Bud. Wise.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
He's got good eyes.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
I would love it if it just pans slightly to the left, and there's 3 other frogs sat there, and that's us, and he's just talking to 3 actual frogs. He's like, yes. You're the ones I was talking to.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Also, if you're going on a stealth mission, try not to use a disguise that makes a firework noise when it wears off. It's not the best for being subtle. It's like if Solid Snake's box made just a loud air horn every time he took the box off. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the Forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telophoroid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. Dang it. I was trying to see if I could do that one-handed. What doozy could warrant this direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Ishtaller and Krya for the moment, see what they think of this. Yes. Are they near a aetherite? I guess they're technically closer to it than I am currently. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I may have erred. I forgot I can't okay, I may have made a slight mistake there in teleporting. Because now I have to go back through the cave. Can I... Oh... Do they really know what... Can I not just... I probably can't just jump down the cliff, can I? Okay, my bad. We'll just have to walk, go around the long way. It's fine. It's fine. In trying to save time, I've made this take significantly longer, which is always the way. Well, it's fine. We can talk about think, Dandy, think. What's happened recently? I already talked about the Game Awards. I have been enjoying, actually, speaking of the Game Awards, been enjoying the a lot of the pushback that Jeff Keighley's been getting about how little time they gave people to like do their speeches to accept their awards. It was yeah, it wasn't great. They people pointing out that they did a joke. Oh hey, there's a current down here. They did a joke about Christopher Kratos. I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, the day before. We'll talk about that in a second. They did a joke at the start of the Game Awards about Christopher Judge taking too long last time to do his speech and being like they made reference to the fact that Christopher Judge had like a 9-minute speech last year, and so they played him off immediately as a joke. But then they did it actually for every other person that year, and someone tallied it up, and Christopher Judge's speech last year was longer than the combined total of all of the acceptance speeches. So I just wanted to. There we go. Just wanted to grab that location real quick. All of the acceptance speeches this year combined, because they started playing the music after 30 seconds and kicking people off, and it's like it's just like the guy who's celebrating their Game of the Year award, having the music played after 30 seconds whilst they're trying to thank people for the award, which is it's the Game Awards. The Game Awards is the thing that we're there for. And yet the entire awards part of it only took up 10 minutes of the 3-hour show. Genuinely, someone went through and timed all of the different parts of it. I think it was 10 minutes of acceptance speeches and awards, because they glossed over some of the awards without acceptance speeches. Then it was an hour 40. I have to get the timings, but it was like an hour 40 of trailers. There was about 40 minutes of people talking about, like celebrities talking about their new games or TV shows. And yeah, so you got Kojima on stage for like a full 10 minutes with Peele, I can't remember, Jordan Peele, talking about their new game and, like not showing any actual footage of it. And then the guys who actually win Game of the Year get ferried off after this. It was a joke. Anyway, my little rant about the Game Awards managed to get me to a start. But yes, the day before, we'll talk. Let me speak to you. We'll talk to that next time on my next lull, because that is a funny situation. Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Cryle, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas just in case she decided to wander. I actually went past the flowers on the way here. I could have checked. Yeah, the day before, that was That's a fun scam. I don't know what they were... I mean, I know what they were planning. They were hoping that they could take advantage of the fact that like so many people had wishlisted it to sell it and then just run away with the money. But they were so blatant about it that they just... I think Steam have just refunded everyone. I can't remember where refunds are at with that, but like it's just if they were trying to scam people, they didn't do a very good job of it because they just played their cards way too early. They should have dragged it out longer so that people were past the point where they could actually refund it if they wanted to keep the money. Because the developer closed down, the CEO who just basically deleted themselves off of the internet entirely. They're ignoring the terror playtime, they're refunding everyone regardless of playtime. Well, that's good. Because, yeah, that game was... like, day one, dead in the water. It's actually interesting. Let me just...
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
Right, we'll touch on Crown. I just wanted to... I knew it seemed like a voice cutscene. I thought that Gollum was going to be locked in as like the worst game of the year, and that was going to be what I played on January 1st. And since then, 3 games have come out that have been worse. One, the day before, is so bad I now can't play it. Like, the window of opportunity to actually play that game, quote unquote, if you can call it that, is was so slim that I can't technically play the worst game of the year because the worst reviewed game of the year because it won't be available on the 1st of January. They tried getting around that by making the tutorial take almost 2 hours, so Steam didn't have a choice. See, like I said, it does seem like they genuinely were trying to con people out of their money by just taking advantage of the hype. But then they just ruined it by announcing that they were closing down. And I just sort of feel like, if you're going to scam people, just don't say anything. Just drag it out for as long as possible so that people forget about it, or, you know, so don't immediately, you know, throw your cards up or whatever. Anyway.
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
She?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match MILFwalker's clarity, of course, but...
Oh, is Heidelin's been speaking to her? Oh, that must have been the headache she had earlier.
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After MILFwalker's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction.
This is what I mean. We should just beat the guard up and walked in. I can go where I want.
In
I'm free.
darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
I'll just show people my flower and say, God gave me this, now move.
Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
Don't stuff it in your pocket, it'll get all crumpled.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go.
I didn't learn anything.
Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked.
Yeah.
But at least she left us with a guide of sorts. That unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
Nod.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Oh, Alice, I got arrested.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization.
Yeah?
We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
If the mic's picking it up, that squeaking is me rubbing my teeth, by the way.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
Again, literally,
What
what are you
then
going to do?
is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
Like, I can beat all three of you up easily. I won't even need my sword. I'll just punch you.
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city.
Like, I mean, look at you. You haven't got any weapons. You haven't got any staff. You're three nerds.
As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Impact these nuts.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Oh, Graha's been being sneaky while we were away.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Okay, I just was going to say, please don't attack the nerds. It's like, okay, fine.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
Don't you dare tell me to be silent. I will
But
be
enough.
silent.
This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
I will be silent, but not because you told me to be silent. I'm just naturally silent. Crowd, should I show them my flower? Hi, Gra.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings.
I have a question. Why are some of you wearing funny hats and some of you not? I understand the bunny girl isn't because the ears will poke through the top, but there's two of you that don't have funny hats on, that don't have big bunny ears.
Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
Is it optional, or is there some kind of hierarchy?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large.
I mean, that's all accurate
Loose
so
in
far.
our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
Again, I would love to see you try.
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf
took her head off.
Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man.
I don't think I've ever seen Cryo with her hood off before. I don't ever remember seeing her ponytail. I didn't know she had a ponytail. Honestly, I think this is she maybe took it off once, like the first time we met, but I can't ever remember her taking her hood off. She looks adorable.
Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, newest rock band out of Seattle. Oh, we'd make a great rock band. Stoller on drums. Thancred on
A
bass.
terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front.
The Warrior of Light on lead vocals. We mostly play instrumental songs.
Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer?
Oriange on the guitar.
Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Oh, dang it. They took my sunglasses. Very occasionally they'll do a cutscene where they take my headgear off. And I just look like a weird old man squinting.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
It's like, it's to see my face without the sunglasses on, it's like a flashbang.
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions.
Linkin Park meets Secondhand Serenade. Brian, you know I don't know enough about music to know whether that's an apt reference.
At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
I love that the Forum are just having conversations amongst themselves, whilst we have a conversation amongst ourselves. It's all very, very poorly organised, this hearing.
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted.
What you said, it's like you never had a proper emo music phase. I did not. I did not. But salutations, Bunny. Senate meeting simulator. Basically, yeah, we got arrested for breaking into their archives, and they're trying to expel us from the island, and we're calling them cowards.
No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility.
I'm not the only one who doesn't know who Secondhand Serenade are. I'm pretty sure you've made them up.
I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
Oh, so it's not a recent thing then.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
So, Stoller, the condescending tone is not going to help our case.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Do you need a glass of water?
We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle?
You never heard, tonight will be the night that I'll fall for you. Over again. Don't make me change my mind. I won't live to see another day. You know it's true, because a girl like you is impossible to find. You're impossible to find. No! No.
We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival.
Because I'm pretty sure
Come
you
what
made this
may,
band up.
we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
It's not misguided. God told me to do it. She gave me a flower. Kryal, is it time? Is it time for the flower? Take... Shut up, Dandy.
Father, Master Fortuno. I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
I guess it's just important people don't have to wear the hats. It's bad enough you ignored the excellent DBZ meme I tagged you with. Oh, I did see that, but I read it during a meeting, and then I forgot to reply to it once I got out of the meeting. I was going to reply with it. I was going to reply dodge. So you now have my reply. Now you're accusing me of creating an excellent 2000s emo band. Yeah, I am. I'm accusing you of gaslighting me into believing a fictitious 2000s emo band exists. It's the only possible answer.
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
And I say I appreciate you telling me how that man's name is pronounced. Monteshane.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches.
Yeah.
But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
Yeah.
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
I like this Monteshane guy, he's alright. He's probably a villain.
No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Often I think often the most reasonable people are villains, but in Final Fantasy XIV, a lot of the villains are cartoonishly evil sometimes. Like, with the full-on, like, mood lighting and hands curled up into a flora going, "Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha!" An evil Saturday morning cartoon villain laughter.
Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
I can't. Not many people have got their hand up, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
So we don't actually have to convince that many of the Forum to change their mind, and we can get a majority vote. I think we can do this. Let's go. Politics.
Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
If only I was wearing my sunglasses. If I was wearing my sunglasses, they would have gone, "Ah, I don't agree with this guy's politics, but look how cool he is. I'm going to vote for him on principle." You deserve every bound I try and redeem. Ah, you got 44 points at the moment. I got no worries for a little while. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn any aught of more substance here in Charlian. I think... Yeah, this is the last mission of this. So we'll do this mission and then we'll call it a night. This is the last mission of this chain of missions. I did that in Starfield, thanks. The Ryujin storyline requires that you get board members on your side to allow the sale of mind control tech, and oust the old CEO for a new cutthroat one. Ah, neat. That sounds like fun. The overall picture has grown clearer, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may, his father's work so... come what may. His father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family. I don't know who this is. Alfredo, Alice, it is you! I'm thinking it's... No, it's not. Okay. I thought it was going to be the old man. The Charter Shane guy. Whatever he's called. Sharty Shane, yes. When I heard you'd been dragged away before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Oh, it's their mum. Mother. Yes. That's who I am. Emilience Lavilia, at your service. And you fine people must be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Soft MILF. Yeah, that's accurate. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you were here... Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortuno are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We'll be back at the Annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... Jack, what do you think? Hi, I'm their new dad. Jack? The Jack Dandy? What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. The other three, you can go away. I don't care about you. Ah, but we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Jack, if you'd be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. I mean, they know... I mean, they'd have to escort me. I don't know where you live. And then she was gone, and with her any opportunity to possess. I see you have met Mon. Yes! This Endwalker DLC so far has been the mommy expansion. We've met Heidelin, and we've met Mrs. Lavilia. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. It's like really genuine, like she made very like clear that she invited me and no one else. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Jack? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? I don't have any point. I don't have any option, do I? Fine, if we're going, then let's get it over with. We'll be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, never mind. The Lavilia estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. Aww. I gotta see LSA's room. I bet she's got like a Moogle action figure or something. FF14 MILFwalker. It really is. And we had the elephant lady. When LSA and I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone. My mother or servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, travelling to different continents, different worlds even. As children, Alf and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. I mean, it sounds like he's it's probably a case that he is a good dad, and he's just trying to, like, distance them so that they don't get in trouble or whatever. Or they get caught up in whatever bullshit the forum are bullshitting. And here you are at last. Please do come in. Why do you need such big doors? Oh, I like that one.
My lady.
I like that one butler second on the right. It's friggin' Mr. X. You probably could cosplay Mr. X in this quite easily. I have these clothes as well. This is one of my costumes.
What? What are you gawping at?
I can't afford a home. Like, you guys don't pay me enough that I could buy a house, and you live like this. Scion headquarters must seem squalid indeed.
I'll have you know I'm quite fond of the Rising Stones.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Mom's hot was staring at your hot mom. We need to be less obvious.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
Yeah, you kids
We shan't be long.
You kids hurry along and live with your mum for a little while. Dandy's gonna do his thing.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying.
Did they tell you at the time we fought God? Wait, hang on. No, we haven't fought God yet. We have fought other gods. We've fought, like, sort of demigods. Several of them.
Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
I mean, it's mostly I fight them and they kind of watch from a distance, but...
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid.
Did Alphino tell you about the time that he created a militia that almost killed us all? Did he tell you about that?
The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
I am basically the, like, center of the Scion's universe. Everything does revolve around me. There's never anything that happens that I'm not involved in.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return?
Yeah!
Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Yeah, I'll regale you. Oh, we're just talking. Well, that's no fun. Oh, hey, they got their new clothes.
Gifts. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I knew they had new clothes because I'd seen them in the Dawn Trail trailer.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
So it's completely different. It's the exact same thing, but in blue, because you're twins.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
Eminently practical, he says, with like 7 chains hanging off of different parts for no reason whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, no, the most practical clothing are the ones you can get caught on doorknobs in like 5 different ways.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
I bet he doesn't even have a wallet chain. Like, I bet his wallet is just floating free in his pocket.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
I forgot that he becomes a sage in this one.
Wait. Are these...
I say I
A
forget.
sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
I didn't know.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days. As a student, he was often called upon to venture into the field.
Ella says, like, oh, I'm a red mage. They're like 2 expansions old now.
He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless.
Can I at least be a reaper? Reapers are cool.
Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry. I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
I was going to say, Alphinaud's like, stop giving Alphinaud things! Where's my presents?
May the wisdom in that crystal serve
does,
you well.
He does need that.
And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
Seriously, why are they not funding like every adventure entirely? Well, she did say that she was funding them, but I think, I mean, our headquarters did get exploded at some point. Wow, no, we just got taken over.
We will, Mother. I promise.
Oh no, yeah, the guy came in and killed all of us, killed a bunch of people. That's what happened. But it was after we moved out. Yeah, because their original base, I think, was owned by...
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion.
Was that like grandfather's place or something? Do I get anything?
Firstly, Fourcheneau has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance.
I don't know what it is about their new costumes, but it does really just look like two children cosplaying.
Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Like, I feel like there's two adult characters that wear those clothes that those two are pretending to be.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Well, next time then. So can I not go in their house at all outside of the quest? Yeah, I can. Don't mind me, fellas. Ray of light coming through. I gotta check out the twins' rooms. It is entirely possible. I can only go. I can go on the balcony. That's good for when I need to leave. It's entirely possible these doors may all be painted on, and I can't actually go anywhere. As it turns out, the Villiers don't actually own a mansion. They just own a very elaborate hallway. Well, foyer, I should say. They give the impression of luxury, but it is just a big... I mean, it's still quite a big room, but it's just one room. Alpha and say we're just getting dressed upstairs behind the banister, I think. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Good! Don't need to traumatize the boy. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that we carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality, let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Yeah, let's go and show off your new duds. They're the only ones who didn't get new clothes. Actually, Cryo didn't get new clothes either. Other than Cryo, they're the only ones who did get new clothes in Shadowbringers, so I bet they're happy now. Enjoyed your time with the Lavillians, I hope. I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Hydaelyn is sure to guide us going forward. The other ones are like, was that a flower? I'm confident that once we've heard your report from Thavnir, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. Bosh. So, yeah, in the dark of the tower is the Tower of Zopt dungeon. So we've completed the first 18 quests of Endwalker. 20 quests of Endwalker, because we have 2 at the start. That's 108 quests. So we're a little less than 20% of the way through Endwalker after 3 streams. So that's fine. We'll finish Dawn Trail. We'll finish this before Dawn Trail comes out. It's fine. It's fine. Might have to do a couple of extra streams and stop skipping Fridays. But yeah, we'll call it there for tonight. That was we got some good progress. We finished off. Like I said, we'll do the Tower of Zot first thing next Friday. Next Friday should be fine because I have next Friday off work. Yeah. So yeah, I shouldn't need to delay next week, but yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some more Armored Core, which I wanted to play during the week, and I just have a series of things have prevented me from streaming this week until today. But we'll play some more Armored Core tomorrow. I went to great lengths to haphazardly make my mech look like a Megazord. So I'm excited to play as it. It's probably not going to be very... This is the thing. It looks like a Megazord, but in doing so, I've probably made a slightly worse robot than the one I had last week. I still have last week's robot saved, so if I struggle, I can switch back to it. But I'll look cool when I fail. That's the important thing. So, yeah, look forward to that. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, I'll be back in Final Fantasy next Friday. Yeah. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. We covered... Yeah. Yeah. Bye. Thanks for watching. I'm always bad at this bit. I never know really how to end, but this is how. Bye.